Good evening. This is the KOI TV Live. Welcome all. 9:15 Wednesday evening. We just finished our cake. Frank, who was in the Dutch live stream, he had a birthday cake with him, and we had about 2 minutes to eat it, but I succeeded. Yeah, good evening all. It's live stream, so Q&A above all. So please write your question in the top chat, and I will try to answer them. Yeah, it's a live stream. I don't know where you're watching from, but it's really cold in Holland at the moment. Really cold for Holland standards, for Netherlands standards. But it's cold, and especially because of the so many rain before this minus cold period. It's quite a lot of ponds have some problems with being frozen, or also being drained because the filtration system got blocked, or something like that. So really important, if you're also in a country where it's really cold, please check your the plugs, your pumps, everything. Be careful with your koi. And we had a question in the Dutch live stream where someone said, it's 3 degrees at the moment in my pond. Is that okay for the koi? Koi, we always say they are surviving. It's like that. So they can easily live at 6, 7, 8, 9, rather 7, 8, 9, 10 degrees, no problem. But 3 or 2 degrees is really dangerous, because you can get some ice crystals in the gills, and they will be damaged in the gills, and like our lungs, it's impossible to regenerate your gills. So be careful with that. Make sure you can, if possible, if you can cover your pond, that would be really good. The wind, if the wind is out of the it's a bit blocked, that is really good. Bucky shower or trickle tower, please shut that off. Waterfall, plant filter, that are all systems where the water gets extra cold. So really important. And if you have the chance, we use heat pumps for our for the smallest koi, and we have a heat pump for our biggest koi, and we like to keep it 10 degrees. That's really good temperature, and there will be no problems for the koi. Hello. Can you show winning toai? Go on and even. I think there was only one. I think it was a Showa of Odogan years ago. That was first became grand champion on the Yonkoi show, or Yonkoi show, I think, or the Junior Koi, Yonkoi show, and then a few years later became grand champion on the Tokyo Koi show. That is the only koi I know of that became had those two really big prizes. So like Grand Champion with the in a like a koi show that really matters. Of course, maybe I don't get me wrong. If yeah, so it's really difficult. You can see some toai or small fish at the koi show in Tokyo in about 2.5 weeks, less than that. The Tokyo Koi Show starts, and the Tokyo Koi Show starts, and then you will see. I can show you on the koi hunt. I can show you some really beautiful small koi that are most of the time not toai. So they're 19 centimeter nisai, sometimes sansai. 24. At the Tokyo Koi Show, it's all about 5 centimeters. So it's from 15 till 20, from 20 till to 25, like that. So so they keep it really small, and you can see we had some fish from Sakasume. Not all, but a few of that were nisai, and it looks like toai. If it's in a tank and we don't have the sign on the tank, many people think are buying toai. And of course we can really say, no, this is nisai, this is toai. But those nisai look like toai in the size, but body-wise they're much better. Color-wise they're much better. Skin quality they will be much better. So yeah, so I cannot show you a winning toai at the moment. Especially most toai are now not in here. And I cannot say, oh, this is going to be Grand Champion. I wish it worked like that. Erik, does bicarbonate or soda make the koi flesh? I'm using it to raise the KH, as our tap water is only 2, and the tap. So I try to get it up to 4. Any quick change of water parameters can trigger the koi to flash or jump or have some stress. So be careful with that. Be careful with that and do it in small steps. That's maybe a bit better. To do like that. So you have to. We also monitor the KH in our pond, and it's really important to if we adjust, just do it in small steps. Okay. Douwe says, I've got my old bead filter out of the shed, and everything is 63 mil with a bypass and works fine. For the filtration material. What kind do you recommend? Like beads, K1, they have the helix. You have the mini K1. They sometimes put it in there. Helix, I didn't see many people to do that. You have to be really careful with the K1 and with the helix. We did it after so many years successfully with beads. We did the K1 and the mini K1, and if there's any blanket reed or anything, it will get stuck in the K1, because it's really, there are really a lot of hooks and a lot of edges on the medium. So be careful. After half a year, we took the filter apart and we were really in shock about the dirt that was in the K1. And with the beads, they are really, they don't have any holes or anything. So they were quite clean. The advantage of K1 and Helix is that the water flow is much easier. So you don't need a pump that has a lot of power, has a lot of electricity use, high wattage. So that's why we tried it as well. But we went back to the beads. Do you think when you have a bad season, really cold for a long time, and some problems with when it warms, that the growth you lost that season can come back later in life of the koi, or it's lost forever? I know for sure that koi up to 85, it's no problem. If for example, those small nisai I'm talking about, if you let them grow, they will grow anyway. Maybe their future was 90 centimeters. Now they will become 85, 80, 85. So of course you can grow them really big, and with some breeders, for example, Sakai, Momotaro, Danichi, those koi they need to grow, or they grow quite fast. And if you have a Danichi Sansai 55 centimeters or 60 centimeters, it worries me. If you want a big koi, it worries me, especially if it's from the farm at that moment. So they couldn't, or they didn't grow it as big, or they couldn't grow it as big because the genetics or something. But for like, now let's say Maruju, for example, Maruju. The Maruju koi take a bit longer to grow big, really big. But when they're big, they look really young. So, and the peak is a bit later. So not after 3, 4 years, 1 meter one, but maybe in 8 years or in 9 years time, they can grow up to 90 or 1 meter, no problem. The Tanshan Showa was 1 meter, and still it was growing at that moment. So so it takes a bit longer. So I don't worry about if there's a period where your koi has you have some problems with the pond or anything, and the koi don't grow that well that season. Don't worry, they will pick it up later on. Good evening. You're welcome, Erik. No problem. Yeah. So yeah, and I think I told this story before. I was walking on the Nokia side, and the Ojia koi show in Ojia, quite big koi show, and I think it was with Kobayashi from the NNA koi farm, and at that moment they were our transporter, our handler, and he asked me he said, if you have the chance to pick out one koi on this whole koi show to take home, which one would you pick? And of course, all prizes were already already there. So Grand Champion was we knew what the Grand Champion, anything. Maybe it was, you know, it was that koi show or the Tokyo Koi Show, and I don't know if it's Kobe's, but it was one of the breeders, and I said I right away walked with him. He followed me to one of the smallest tanks, and I said if I can have these 3 kohaku, I would rather have those 3 small kohaku than the Grand Champion from, I think at that moment, Dainichi. And he was like really stunned, and I really can enjoy beautiful small koi. I really like that as well. And not all koi, like the koshiki. The koshiki from Kano, chance of getting 80 centimeters is already quite difficult. But they are really beautiful at 40, 50, 65, 70 centimeters. Really beautiful. I don't want a 80 centimeter that is a bit funny or so I like small koi as well. I will try to find, one moment, I need to find it first. It's been on the auction. Too many koi. Like this. This is something else. This is, I want to show you. This is Momotaro. 57 centimeters. For sale. Big koi. Big, huge body. Big, powerful koi. It was on the auction. Was a beautiful. I like it a lot. It's now in my shop, and it's beautiful. This at Nisai needs to be 57 centimeters, and this is. I would maybe some people think I'm crazy, but this is easy to get 80 plus, 85 no problem. Because this is already growing here, and it's unbelievable. So this is one I wanted to show you. Then the other one I try to find. One moment. This is. Oh. Where are you? Too many koi. There's also some koi I can't show you at the moment because they are going to koi show, and it's really important to not show your koi before. I saw in one of the WhatsApp groups, I saw someone getting closer. I saw some of the people already showing their koi, like, oh, I hope this is gonna win, or like that. It's difficult. There's you don't want to show what you're gonna. Here it is. One moment. This Sankei Nisai, 24 centimeters, already sold on the auction. I like it a lot. Really beautiful body. Like the shape is beautiful. The skin quality is beautiful. Sankei, it can be like this, but I think it will change a bit for the black, for the sumi. But still like this. I like it a lot. This is now in my shop, and this will go to the heated pond. Heated sounds like really hot, but more so we can feed it a bit. But this will grow. Of course, this can grow big, no problem. Nisai 24 centimeters still can grow big, but the thought of this koi with the breeder was okay, let's put it in 24, really good size for Tokyo Koi Show, or maybe in spring 29, really good size for the European koi shows. So yeah, like that. But if we grow it now, it's no problem, and it's more difficult to break the benny, because it's already Nisai, so it's easier to not break the koi. If you heat it a lot, but we're not going to heat it a lot, but we will be able to feed it a bit. Even kijken hoor. Waar is... Good evening, thank you. Jack? Nee. I don't know, Jack, what you mean. Yeah. So Douwe says... he says, thank you for your explanation about the filtration material for his bead filter. We're going to do the beads. If you don't have beads, you have still beads. Okay. If you ever lose beads, we have some high quality beads, new beads in our shop. And he's going to adjust his plant filter. Your Maruju Karashi koi grows out of my pond, grows a lot. Yeah, if you push your koi like heavy feeding, heat, etc., can you shorten its lifespan? Yeah, that means yes in Dutch, and also you can. If it's getting older, if you compare a 12-year-old koi that's been all its life heated and a lot of food and like really pushing, it looks like an old koi at 12. And if it takes the time, so 12 years, but easy growing, good health, good temperature, but not pushing, those koi look much younger, and the colors will be more bright, and the skin will be much better. So you enjoy your koi at a high quality for a longer time span. Also, separate from this, that's also with human. If the average age of people that are quite tall it's not that much, but it's like 1.5 half year shorter in average than a person that is below 190, something like that. So yeah, that's also with when you grow it so when it's so big, like 1.10 meters, the chance of getting really old is not so big. I once saw a Jinrin Sanke at a breeder years ago. I can exactly say how many years ago. It was 10 years ago. No, sorry, I'm lying. 16 years ago. Yeah, 16 years ago. We went to a breeder that was a bit out of the. I don't remember the name of the breeder, but it was really old breeder, old. He had like an old couple, and we went on our own. We didn't. That was one of the first times we didn't go with a guide. We don't go with a guide anymore. So that was one of the first times, 16 years ago, when we stopped driving around with a guide. And they were like, I was pointing out a Jinrin Sanke, and they were like, it was about this big, and he said, I was pointing, I wanted to buy that one, and they were really laughing, and he tried to explain, but he couldn't, or he could explain, but I couldn't understand. So I phoned at that time Kobayashi, and then he explained to me that koi was 37 years old. 37 years old. Looked like Nisai Sansai. Really beautiful, really bright koi. It was for sale, and I bought it because it was the same age as I was then at the moment. So yeah, I was really surprised, and yeah, I kept that koi quite a long time, and it's been sold later on. But yeah, that was old style, of course, at that time, 37, so really old-fashioned koi, like they didn't grow it that much. It's also, it's the demand, it's like breeders don't want to especially grow big koi, but it's what the customers expect. It's appreciated when it's really big at 2-3 years time. You can see on auction, especially on auction, you can see some koi, especially with the Momotaro auction. You think, why is this a bit cheaper than the other one? And you think the pattern is really nice, the skin quality is really nice. But if you look at the just a bit of the body, and then it's when it's really like I showed you the Kohaku, that's really powerful. That price was almost double as a koi that was a bit more skinnier. Skinnier is not, but a bit more, yeah, a bit less fat. So yeah, if a breeder knows, okay, I need to do like that, I need to have a Kohaku without any black spot, I need to make, because if it has like a black spot, it's not worth anything. So I need to make, or yeah, try to breed or cut or anything. So that is, it's not what the breeders want, it's what we as customers want, what we as appreciate. So but there's many in many occasions we had people with us, and they had, yeah, for example, a big Kohaku from a breeder from the south, and it was big, 2 years or 3 years time, and it was like, yeah, it was a giant in my opinion, and it was big, but a bit orangey. And he came with me to Japan, and he, after a few days of hesitating, he bought a Kohaku from the Maruchu Koi farm. And it was maybe 1 year older, but 10 centimeters shorter. And he said, oh, it can never be. But he put it in the pond, and the next year, or a year after, he came also here, and Sika was here, and he really emitted like the color and the skin, and it's growing now as well, and it keeps growing. So yeah, he was really thanking Sika for that yeah. So yeah, that is really yeah, really important to not have, yeah, it's like a competition. It's like, yeah, people for the koi show, we all know that the grand champion is going to be 90 plus, but I think 1 meter plus. I think they also have a new size. I don't know if it's this Tokyo Koi show already, but they're going to have like normally it was 80 or 85 plus, and now they have a next size. It's 90. It's a new one. It's really really new. When will you go back into Japan? In 2 weeks' time, just 1 or 2 days' time. I will go back to Japan. I will join the Tokyo Koi Show, and we will go for the first toai, and later on we will go in the beginning of April. We will go again for the other toai. Dao asked me in 2024, are there new development on koi, on the koi area, like food or medicines or goods or technique? Yeah, there are some new filtration systems coming up. Not new, it's more of the same of the. So it's they have new drum filter manufacturers, like that. And that's new. Yeah, we are always getting. For the mix of the koi food are getting more. We're gonna put a new food in, and yeah, I don't know many things about the rest because I've been in Japan all the time. Why can I buy a koi in Poland and they can ship it to the UK, but not anywhere else in the Europe can ship to the UK? Not anywhere else, but. Yeah, for example, the koi in Holland are not tested on I think it's a sleeping disease. So they, so the people from the UK government don't accept fish, koi from the Netherlands. Yeah, like that. And so that's why it's difficult to join for people from the UK to a koi show in Holland, because they cannot bring on a legal way their own koi back to the UK, and there's a chance your koi will getting picked out of the car, and then you lose your koi. So you don't want that, and you've got a fine. So like that, and I think Poland has like they have like all the paperwork, or they are recognized. They can be like that. Argo, have you heard about the so-called ban on cutting koi like Tansho? No, I've not heard about it, and I think it's going to be really difficult to ban it. And I mean, it's not only on Tansho. It's not only on Tansho Kohaku. It's so many koi are being it's the same story. If a koi has like a perfect koi for koi show has a bit of secondary red, that koi in many people's eyes, that koi is worth 10-20% of the, if it's really koi show ready, Tokyo Koi Show ready. So the breeder has to make the koi more pretty, and it happens with dogs and cats, and it happens with so many animals, and so I'm really curious how they're gonna monitor that. Maybe on a Tansho Kohaku you can see it, but it's difficult, so I don't know. So no, I didn't hear about it. Dion, what would you recommend for heating? 50,000 liter pond, a pellet stove or a heat pump, and why? Depends on what your aim is, what you want to do. If you want your pond in the middle of the summer, sorry, in the middle of the winter when it's cold like this, 50,000 liter, when you really want it on 24, 25 degrees Celsius, I would say pellet stove. But if you like your pond just to make sure the temperature is not fluctuating too much, to keep your pond at 10 degrees in winter time, till end of November above 18 degrees, like that, I would say heat pump. A pellet stove is, you have to refill it quite often. Depends also on the size of your the container where the pellets are in. But that's a thing I didn't like. I have a pellet stove. If you want to buy it, you're welcome. The pellets are the prices of the pellets are fluctuating a lot. So 2 years ago they were 350 euro for the same pellets, 1100 kilo, 350 euro, and now there were 920, something like that. So difficult. So yeah, that's why I would recommend the heat pump. I know also people that keep with the heat pump their pond at 23, 24 degrees, no problem, but you need to cover it and you need to isolate it good, and you need to have a proper size heat pump. But yeah, I changed from pellet stove to heat pump. Probably Yoshiki KOI, they are certified KHVCAV free. That's the reason why they can ship to. Yeah, but it's also, Stefan, it depends on what country. We can if my koi are, so if we have koi from Japan in here, keep them separated, test it. If they're from Holland, not possible. So it's also per country, it's decided. And yeah, Yoshikoi can do it. Yeah, like that. Yeah, so in winter 12 degrees, I would do a heat pump. Summer 24, it's no problem for the heat pump. No. If a tank full with toai from the same parent fish, from the same mother, is the biggest, then always a female. No. Maybe other way around. When I was picking out at Hiroshin toai shagoi, there were some really big ones, like 29 centimeters. The rest was 20, 24, and there were some 29, maybe 32. And he said, with his eye shot, all the bigger ones are male. So you cannot say at that moment to say, okay, this is all female. Would you consider solar? Yes. Yes, solar panels. Yes, I would do. I would really do. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Priscilla wants to go to bed, guys. So we need to do the. Oh, we need to do the. I have one more towel, I think. Yeah. One more towel that has a surprise. I don't know if there's anything on it. I really don't know. It's closed. I don't know if but we have a koi towel to give away. So I need to start up the Nightbot. Guidebot. Login. YouTube. Why doesn't... Yeah. Uh-oh. Why is this? Okay, we're logged in. Yes, we're logged in. Giveaway. Please put in Koi House, Koi TV, anything. Live stream. Don't forget to like the live stream, please. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not a subscriber yet. We're going to get a lot of movies in our in the few next coming weeks, because we go to Japan, of course, again. If you want to join us to Japan, please do. We have about 1 or 2 places free, so you can join us in the week, in the let's say the 27th, 26th till the 3rd of February. So 26th of January till the 3rd of February. And it's going to be a nice week again with a nice group. So if you want to join, please do. I cannot see any chat anymore. Oh, yeah, there they are. So and we're going to do the I need some time, and then we're going to, yeah, it's a special towel. You must imagine this is a towel where, yeah, one of the koi won a first prize, 3, and there's also gift certificates, but we give them away to the Japanese breeders because we don't want a gift certificate. 3, 2, 1. George in der Mauer. George, please let me know if you want to pick it up or you want me to send the present, the mystery towel. Let me know if you want me. So WhatsApp, Messenger, and then I'll make sure I will send it to you. You're all, thank you very much for watching. Also the people, thank you very much for the people that watch us after and when it's online. A lot of people do, and hope to see you next time, next Wednesday. Bye bye.